Okay, we've got lots of UFO news to talk about today, so get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Well, okay, everybody is still talking about the UAP hearing in Congress, and the fallout from that seems very chaotic and very intriguing to me. So let's talk about some of that fallout. Well, to start with, the media has been covering this like gangbusters, and that is amazing to see. Here's an article from MSN. We have another article from MSN with Ross Coulthart. We have CBS talking about it. UFO hearing key takeaways. What whistleblower told Congress about UFOs? We've got the BBC talking about this. Claims of alien bodies in secret crash sites probed by Congress. Sky News, UFO hearing live. Video shows white orb coming out of ocean off Kuwait coast, U.S. Congress told. That is a picture of David Grush, but that is a new article. So very intriguing. We've got worldwide media reporting about the UFO hearing. That is huge. I can't overstate how huge that is. And, to all of us that have been following UFO news and lore and research and experiences for a long time, there wasn't a lot exciting in the UFO hearing. But to the regular Joe public, it was pretty exciting, and it's galvanizing the press. It's making it more okay to talk about UFOs in Congress. So I think it was a net positive, even if we didn't get the firsthand participants and witnesses we were all hoping we would get. But on the heels of that, we have Arrow releasing their report. Is this a counter report? Is that what this is? A very suspicious timing, right? There's a new DOD report from Arrow. But some people are reading more positive things into this. Merrick von Rennenkamp says 3 reports describe pilots being trailed or shadowed by UAP, which is part of this larger section here. So let's just read the whole section. Arrow resolved 118 cases during the reporting period, all of which resolved to prosaic objects such as various types of balloons, birds, and unmanned aerial systems. As of May 31st, Arrow has an additional 174 cases queued for closure, pending a final review and director's approval. As of the publishing date of this report, all 174 cases have been finalized as resolved to prosaic objects. Many other cases remain unresolved, and Arrow continues collection and analysis on that body of cases. It is important to underscore that to date, Arrow has discovered no evidence of ET beings, activity, or technology. None of the reports Arrow received during the reporting period indicated that observers suffered any adverse health effects. So still continuing the smokescreen, but okay, let's carry on. U.S. military air crews provided 2 reports that identified flight safety concerns. And 3 reports describe pilots being trailed or shadowed by UAP. To date, Arrow has no indication or confirmation that these activities are attributable to foreign adversaries. Arrow continues to coordinate with the intelligence community to identify whether the activities may be the result of foreign adversarial activities. Intriguing. Now, when asked about UFOs, the press secretary had this to say.
To date, the department has not discovered any verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology, nor verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or currently exist.
Okay, well, don't tell that to Nancy Mace. That's right, Nancy Mace. Read the Immaculate Constellation document for yourself at mace.house.gov. Here it is. Here is Immaculate Constellation provided to us by Nancy Mace, talking about UFO crash retrievals and reverse engineering done by the UFO Control Group, aka the legacy programs that the press secretary is saying does not exist. UFOs? What UFOs? Well, Nancy Mace knows what UFOs. And of course, that is not the only time she talked about UFOs.
The department has briefed relevant congressional staff on the report's filings. As of today, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, has received over 1,600 UAP reports, 757 of which came to AARO during the period covered by this report. AARO has successfully resolved hundreds of cases in its holdings to commonplace objects, such as balloons, birds, drones, satellites, and aircraft. Over 900 reports lack sufficient data for analysis, and AARO retains these cases in an active archive, and they may be reopened and resolved should additional information emerge to support analysis.
Need more data, guys. Need more data. We could resolve them all if we only had more data. As of now, they're going in the unresolved bin. We're certainly not going to admit there's anything alien or non-human about any of these activities. Of course, using extraterrestrial and saying there are no signs of ET activity or technology may be kind of a dodge if some of these things are coming from the Earth, if they live here, or parallel realities or alternate dimensions. Maybe they're not aliens in the way that we think of it. Maybe they're ultra-terrestrials or other dimensionals. So, again, ET may be sort of a dodge. I had to share this. This was funny. Sent by Nancy Mace. My colleague Tim Burchett has been a steadfast advocate of transparency in the UAP space, but my friends, I'm afraid all that might be to distract us from his ties to certain other elusive creatures. There you go. Tim Burchett is secretly Bigfoot, guys. Breaking news. You heard it here first. I thought that was hilarious. Nancy Mace is also talking about the monkeys that escaped that I reported on earlier. Some people are very concerned about these monkeys. David Paulides also posted a tweet very concerned about these monkeys. Low Country Congresswoman demands answers as several escaped monkeys elude capture. U.S. Representative Nancy Mace calls for briefings from two federal agencies that oversee a primate research facility in Beaufort County, where 43 monkeys escaped last week. 11 are still outside the facility. Their escape captured national headlines and generated a slew of funny memes. But Nancy Mace isn't laughing, as roughly a dozen rhesus monkeys are still on the lam after fleeing the Alpha Genesis Primate Research Center in Yamasee, South Carolina. So, yeah, very interesting, possibly alarming. Some people believe that these monkeys were released intentionally and that they are, there's possibly meant to spread some sort of infectious disease. Obviously, I hope not. That is very scary. John Greenwald talking about the annual report, the AARO report. Nick Schifrin also had a more positive take on AARO's report. AARO acknowledges 21 cases that merit further analysis, and Kozlowski called some of them true anomalies. He said the cases he was particularly interested in were spread out over the last year and a half. Some include video. Some had multiple eyewitnesses, and they exhibited different morphologies, including orbs, cylinders, and triangles. One of the cases has been happening over an extended period of time. Of course, these could prove to be drone or balloon sightings, but he said we're going to need significant scientific rigor to address those cases. And yes, the U.S. government has a lot of nice scientists, but we're going to need help of academia and the public. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to listen to Dr. Kozlowski speak at the Senate hearing led by Kristen Gillibrand on November 19th. That's right, we have another UFO hearing scheduled for the 19th, this time in the other chamber of Congress, the Senate. And yeah, again, Kristen Gillibrand is going to hopefully grill Kozlowski and get some truth out of him. And hopefully it will emerge that he is not another Sean Kirkpatrick. I'm not expecting anything wonderful from Kozlowski. I'm expecting, like incremental improvement. I would love to be proven wrong and that he just sits down and he rips the can off, rips the lid off the can of worms or monkeys. But I'm not expecting that. I'm really not. But I am expecting incremental improvement. I think that so many people were dissatisfied with Sean Kirkpatrick, the lovely Dr. Sean Kirkpatrick's blatant lies, that the gatekeepers realize they can no longer put in another Kirkpatrick. They have to put in somebody that's at least going to pretend to be sincerely looking for answers. But again, I'd love to be proven wrong. Hopefully he is sincerely committed to giving us answers, but I don't expect it. Let me know what you guys think. Here's what Tim Burchett had to say.
Did you want more from yesterday?
Oh, I always say dadgummit after these miserable hearings. They're bogus. Look, I could have answered every one of those dadgum questions, and you know it, and I know it. I know more about this than the average bear, I guess. Maybe that's a scary thought, but this thing's a cover-up. We're spending tens of millions of dollars on this issue, on something that some little arrogant jerk tells us in a skiff with a man bun tells us that don't exist. And then we're looking at video right there, and you ask him about those specific videos, and he'll say, I have no data on that. And then he smirks.
I'm a little surprised that you call these hearings worthless. You've been kind of one of the ones spearheading this and pushing this forward for transparency. I'm surprised to hear you say that.
Well, it's because, I know what needs to happen now. I mean, maybe I didn't at first, but at this point, all we're doing is rehashing other things. And we got more, well, I guess if you want to hear more government officials that have some guts to tell us that these things actually do exist. I mean, I don't know anymore how much more proof we need of that. What we need is somebody in the executive office to come forth with this stuff, and I think Trump is the guy.
I hope so. I hope Trump is the guy. I hope Biden is the guy. I hope whoever is in office is the guy or the lady. Trump did disclose some of the JFK stuff. He did release some of that. He didn't release it all, but he does seem pro-disclosure in general. He has said he would release UFO stuff. He is appointing pro-UFO people like Matt Gaetz to his cabinet. So I am, relatively optimistic that he is going to release something. I don't think we're going to get all the worms out of that can, but I think we're going to get a few worms. But let me know what you guys think. Meanwhile, Ross Coulthart was as intrigued by Representative Bobart's questions about hybrids as I was.
Talking of biologics, by the way, did anyone catch the craziest question of the evening? And I'm not saying that in a pejorative way. The claims made by Congresswoman Lauren Boebert from Colorado. And she asked, there are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the DoD involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities and hybrids. Are any of you familiar with that, yes or no? No, nobody gave her any kind of wow answer, but that is one hell of an allegation, that this is an allegation that has come to the attention of the Hill, of the Congress. Watch that space.
Right on, Ross. Yeah, he and I both thought that was a super intriguing question. What rumors, what information has reached Representative Boebert that she would ask that question? That is a wild question to ask. And if Lou Elizondo and the others don't have the answers for her, I wonder who does. Benny's letting me know that he's really curious about it all in the other room, so I'm going to go check on Benny, but let me know what you guys think. And if you've enjoyed this video, gotten something out of it, please give me a big like and a thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Yeah, like I say, let me know what you think. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, grab a t-shirt or a coffee mug in the merch store, or you can become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.